Good evening, everyone. It's me, Jordan Thomas, reporting to you live from Rahway. Sorry, everyone. This is my first video I've done in a long time, so forgive me. In this video, I'll be talking about the Knicks and talking about this weekend and these two losses. Overall, this has been a great season as a Knicks fan. You know, it's been fun, but we've also blown some more games that we could have won. Like today's loss against the Bulls shouldn't have happened. Um, but we let it. Yesterday's loss against the Thunder. The Thunder are a great team. I'm not saying they're not a great team, but the Knicks let that one get away. And the biggest concern for me as a Knicks fan right now is that when they lose games the same way. It's because they're not executing down the stretch. They're going ISO heavy too much, and the coach is not adjusting. And then Brunson, who I love Brunson. Don't say I don't want you guys thinking I hate him, but sometimes he gets to a point where he ISOs too much, and he's too good of a player to feel like he has to ISO all the time. And where to me, the Knicks are a better team when they move the ball. So that's why it irks me when they don't they like for instance, these last two nights against the Thunder and the Bulls and the games we lost against the Hawks, and we start off moving the ball well. We hit shots, we get the ball down low the talent, and then the second half they start ISOing, and I just don't understand why go away from what got you to lead? Like why? And Brunson gets on my nerve with this too because Randall did the same thing. If you're getting success by giving the ball inside to your big man, Karl Anthony Town, and getting it in and getting kickouts and moving the ball, why would you go away from what gave you success? You stick with that. And part of this, and a lot of this, he should be able to see this. But also, I'm not gonna just. I feel like as the point guard, you should be able to read the game also. If you see that they're playing a matchup, they're playing a zone, you don't try to dribble through a zone. They want you to dribble through a zone because then they could trap you. The way you beat a zone is you have someone flash in the middle and you pass it to them and you swing it. Once you get the ball in the middle, that's the weakest part of the zone. So once you get it there, you can expose the defense after that. But when you try to go 1-on-4, 1-on-5, like Brunson does a lot, you're going to turn the ball over. And that's what happened in the third quarter tonight against the Bulls. Yesterday in the second half, we got a lot of turnovers, being sloppy, and trying to force passes or go 1-on-4. I just don't understand. How don't Thibodeau see that? And I'm not in the huddle with him, but him as a coach, he should be calling timeout and he should be telling his players, look, they're playing a matchup zone. Don't dribble through it, especially Brunson, because Brunson, who I love to death, gets to the point where he feels like he has to shake everyone and go 1-on-5. We don't need him to do that. We have weapons. And in the fourth quarter, they finally decide to go to Cat again when we're already down 19. Why don't you go to him more? He has a mismatch. There's not too many people that could guard him once he catches it down low or when he catches it on the perimeter. So why would you not guard him? It just makes no sense to me. What's the point of having a dominant big guy if you're not going to feed him? Like, it's it's just not logical. And the Knicks have blown a lot of stupid games this year, even though they have a good record. They've blown a number of games with stupidity and lack of fundamentals and just terrible execution. They need next game against Detroit. They need to play four quarters and also they need to move the ball. That's how they won 9 in a row. They moved the ball. Players move, players cut. The big guy was involved. These last two games, for some reason, we've gotten away from that. We start ISOing more, Bronson mainly, but also other guys. Like, if you got something successful, you don't go away from it. You don't feel like you have to ISO. You keep moving the ball. The Knicks are a way better team when they move the ball, not when Brunson is ISOing it every time. Like, The easiest team to guard for a defense is a stationary ISO team because all the defense got to do is load up because now they don't. Because now they know, okay, only one person's going to get the guy. Only one person's going to get the ball. No one else is getting the ball, so why? We don't got to worry about the others. But when you move the ball and players are moving and the ball is hopping, the game is just fun and more easy to play, and it's fun and more easy to watch. Not when it's sticking with one guy. I don't care who it is. I don't care how good the ISO player is. You're you're gonna get better looks when you move the ball. But that's my personal opinion. I know there's fans that may get on me about critiquing Brunson, but at times he does get a little ISO happy. So this weekend was a tough weekend to take as a Knicks fan because they blew a game versus the Thunder, who's really good, but then they let this game against the Bulls get away. So that's two losses to the Bulls this year, which is unacceptable because the Bulls are not really that good that we should be losing to them. But next game, before I go off, Knicks just need to play better defense and they need to move the ball more, be more sound, and less ISO and more ball movement. But anyway, hopefully everyone has had a happy new year. And I just want to say it's me, Jordan Thomas, saying good night, everyone. Have a good weekend.